listen. You might be wondering what these beautiful vegetables are I'm holding. This is a lovely selection of turnips and parsnips that I received from my CSA. So this is my first year as a CSA member, 2020.
Hi, my name is Angela. I have been in a CSA since I think like March of this year.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I joined CSA, I think it was around March or April of 2020.
Hi, my name is Laura, and 2020 was the first year that I joined a CSA.
Hey everybody, I am Tanya Oaks-Smith. I joined CSA in this past year.
Hello everyone, my name is Bill Herman. I've been a CSA member for 9 years.
Hello, I'm Ben. I'm a new CSA member this year. As of March, we joined, my wife and I. We've liked it so much this summer that we decided to join a fall share as well. So we've been getting fresh produce for most of the summer and fall. It's been great.
I joined for 5 reasons. Recommendation through a fantastic friend, safety with COVID, not having to shop the market.
I started after COVID hit.
And also just seeing it as a great way to have convenient fresh veggies come to my house and also abide by all the safety measures with COVID-19.
We started thinking about this in March when kind of food scarcity and pandemic conditions arose, and we wanted to have a secure source of produce.
Largely in part due to the pandemic, but the want to join CSA had been a conversation in my family for quite some time, and this was the perfect push for us to really take action and make it happen.
We had a little push because we've been wanting to join a CSA for several years, and just this gave us the push to join in the first place.
You know, right now, especially that we know what's going in our bodies and that it's going to make us the healthiest that we can be. And so I guess COVID didn't necessarily poke me to join, but knowing that I'm eating the best stuff that I can eat is one of the most important things right now, I think, for all of us.
Health accountability and planning, knowing that every week I'm getting this box, I've already paid for it, so I have to make sure to have meals planned around this and make sure I'm going to be eating healthy vegetables every week.
My wife and I made a decision that we needed to move towards more of a healthier lifestyle. And so that was the start, because the start of a healthier lifestyle is good nutrition.
It's been great in that regard. We've definitely expanded our horizons with recipes, and we felt healthier for it.
I've been thinking about joining a CSA for a really long time, but also because I have some more time available to me to actually participate, I thought, why not? This could be the year, the year for me to do so.
The fact that we didn't see ourselves traveling this summer a lot, staying at home a lot, being able to cook and have that time to explore new recipes and be more grounded in our home lives.
Community investment, knowing that I'm investing in a local farm, especially living in Wisconsin, it's very important to me.
Because I wanted to participate in local agriculture, especially considering that with farmers markets not really being as available to people, like it's definitely important for the community to come in and sort of support our local farmers.
Why we joined the CSA in the first place was to help sustain and to help build the dreams of small farmers. There are other people whose dream it is to create food or to grow food for other people. And I think that supporting that is an incredible opportunity and an incredible responsibility for all of us.
And just really wanting to be a part of the local farming community in any way that we could support them.
And that's an important aspect of it, is the connection with the farm. and that personal relationship, and with that, supporting our local farm economy. That means a lot to my wife and I, and so there's a feel good about that.
We had a perfect experience in the beginning of our CSA share pickup, figuring out what recipes. It was really fun and exciting because my husband is a cook. I do not cook in our family. We have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and we were home because of the pandemic. And so it was really great to not have to go to the supermarket, not have to worry, and really give these amazing fruits and vegetables. We did fruit share too, to our daughter and to feed our family. And it just worked. But then as the pandemic, the numbers got a little bit better. My husband started to go back into the office a little bit. Like I said, I'm not the cook. So it was hard for us to keep up with the weekly quantities that we were receiving. And a lot of things were just going to waste. So it was a little bit of an adjustment it was easier in the beginning, and then we had to make some lifestyle adjustments at the end, and we just felt like, you know, the CSA pickup was like by 6 o'clock, and the pressure of, you know, leaving the office to make sure that you get to the CSA on time. There were just elements of it that for a weekly commitment was a challenge for our family.
One of the biggest factors holding us back from potentially joining a CSA again would be our travel schedule. So our farm allows us to place a hold on a given week, and with the hold we can then have a double share later in the CSA term. And I think that flexibility will help in non-COVID times. So having the option to have a hold on the CSA is a strong selling point for us.
If there was an opportunity for one box a month where it could be vegetables, and then if the farm had eggs and cheese and and you got like one box of everything but once a month, I would do that. It was just really the quantity and keeping up with it that really made us say, look, if we have this farmer's market alternative that's readily available and actually a little bit more convenient to purchase, we're still supporting the farms and the farmers.
Then this past summer, I transitioned to a market share and was able to go to the farmer's market and specifically pick what I wanted for the upcoming week. And that worked out great for us, especially in these COVID times.
Convenience, having the box already put together each week.
I would like to continue participating in CSA just because I think it's really fun to have the diversity of vegetables that I'm allowed, and not actually picking the things that I buy, and not having like the farmer surprise me and then being really creative about what I do with those vegetables in the future.
I love the kind of surprise and delight element of a CSA where like every, you know, Wednesday I would check my email and be like, what are we getting? This is so fantastic. Like, and it would really encourage my husband to be super creative about what we were cooking. The complication was like, we just didn't know when certain items were going to go bad, or like the shelf life of what we were given. And I think that one of, a huge opportunity from a marketing perspective would be some sort of order of like, take care of these 3 things first in your refrigerator, and then these 3, and this will stay, and you can carry this over to the following week, because it was just, you know, the quantity we couldn't manage. And then we felt like the small for us wouldn't be enough.
At some point we would like to visit the farm where vegetables are coming from, but with COVID conditions that has not happened yet. I do think that would create a stronger bond for us and the CSAs, meeting the farmers, being able to volunteer, walk the earth, and just chat with other folks in the CSA.
They also have very active social media. So, if I make a different thing, I'll post and I'll tag them, and they include posts within their newsletter so that people can get ideas from what members of the farm are doing. Then you become a member of that community as well. You become a contributor too. So that's cool.
They have a Facebook page that's like a member-only Facebook page where people post recipes and just what they're doing with vegetables, which is inspiring and gives us ideas as well. One of the strong points of our CSA is their communication. We receive updates on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, just in terms of what's going on in the farm. They have kind of volunteer spotlights on a specific volunteer every week, or an employee, either one. And just that sense of community within the CSA. Weekly updates has been very informative, and it really puts a lot of the farming practice in perspective. As a consumer, it's kind of just something you put out of sight, out of mind. But having that communication with the person growing your food has been a little more eye-opening, just seeing things like crop damage and saying, oh, sorry, you're not going to get squash this year because we had a hailstorm and it wiped out the whole crop. And just being upfront with the farmers and knowing what is going on in their world and how it impacts the vegetables and food that we'll be getting. I think that open communication has been very helpful. And it just really, again, creates a stronger tie to the community.
The reason I'm staying with it is that it far exceeded our expectations for our household in terms of the produce that we received and the people that we worked with in terms of our CSA farm.
I think what's keeping me engaged with CSA is how the quality of the food continues, and we've just grown to enjoy it so much. And I just look forward to all this great produce, and just very thankful that I live in an area that I have these types of choices available to us.
So I hope that we can continue participating in CSAs going forward.